How's it going, everybody? ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I'll be reviewing AEW Worlds End 2023. So, without further ado, let's get started. And kicking things off on the 0 Hour pre-show, we had Willow Nightingale going one-on-one with Chris Statlander. And this was a great match. Keyword was. The ending was just way too botchy. Willow Nightingale, she kept messing up her finisher. She kept stumbling around. And look, I get that these two women were tired because they worked their asses off in this match. Like I said, it was good. Don't get me wrong. But you can't be doing that. Like, she kept messing up her finisher over and over again. I'm like, seriously. Yeah. Again, the match was good. It's just, you can't be doing that on a big show like this. You just can't. So, yeah, that did hurt the match, unfortunately. And next we had a 20-man Battle Royal match to determine who would get a TNT title shot anytime, anywhere. I don't know who is being mistreated more between Lance Archer and Dalton Castle. This was just so infuriating for me to watch. You know, as a fan of both of these guys, this was just, like, what are we even doing here? I mean, you had Dalton Castle being eliminated, like, within the first couple of minutes of this match. And then Lance Archer being eliminated by Trent and fucking Danhausen. Give me a break. I mean, yeah, just thinking about that just make me just feel so pissed off right now. But yeah, anyways, you had Kill Switch, aka Luchasaurus, win. You know, big shocker there. So, yeah, let's just move on. And then we had for the FTW Championship, Hook defending his title against Wheeler Yuta. And this was okay, I guess. To be honest, I struggled to care about this match in the first place. Actually, to be honest with all of you guys, I was just missing Shibata being champion of the ROH Pure title. Yeah, I still can't believe Wheeler Yuta was the one to dethrone Shibata. That doesn't sit right with me at all. But yeah, anyways, the match, you know, just alright. At least Hook won. Yay. And opening up the show, we had an all-star 8-man tag match, as we had Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, Mark Briscoe, and Dino Garcia versus Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh. And this was fun, you know, a fun opening start to the pay-per-view. I do feel like this could have been saved for Dynamite or Collision, because there were, to be honest, there were just way too many matches to begin with, and I kind of groaned when this match was announced. But, you know, again, fun match, you know, nothing else for me to say. And then we had Andrade El Idolo versus Miro. Boy, has this been a weird feud or what? Like, what is going on here? First, you had CJ being with Andrade. Then at the end of this match, she wanted to be with Miro. Okay. I mean, weird, but alright. But yeah, the match was good. Glad these two made on the card. Shocking. And yeah, hopefully, well, I should say hopefully Miro gets treated right going forward on the AEW roster, because I've been hearing rumors that this might have been Andrade's last match in AEW. Which, if that is true, then I am so glad. His time in this company has just not been good at all, and it's not his fault. The booking has just been atrocious for him. You know, first he was with Vicky Guerrero as his manager, and they didn't do much with him after that. And then this whole weird feud with Miro. Yeah, it's just time for him to move on and come back to WWE. So, yeah, I hope that happens. And after that, we had for the AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm defending her title against Riho. And this was fun. I like this match. You know, glad Rhea's back. Toni Storm is still killing this gimmick, and so is Luther, by the way. Dude is hilarious. And yeah, really no complaints from me. Actually, there was one. That finisher that Tony Storm uses, or that she did use at the end of this match, looked really awkward. I know she used to use it in her last run in WWE. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would just stick to Storm Zero, but yeah, besides that, nothing else to complain about. And up next, we had Swerve Strickland versus Dustin Rhodes. Now, this was supposed to be Swerve versus Keith Lee, but Keith Lee had to back out due to injuries, so Dustin took his place. And I was planning on saying that this was perfectly booked. I loved everything about this, but everything started to fall apart. So for those of you who did not watch this match, basically Swerve took out Dustin before the match started. He stomped on Dustin's ankle through a center block, which was great. Love that spot. And it was seen like, Swerve basically left a statement there, and yeah, that was that. But Dustin came back, he got in the ring. I was like, all right, let Swerve hit his finisher, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, easy win for Swerve. Another statement made. But the match kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. This was stupid. And you had Dustin Rhodes almost pick up the win here and forgetting to sell his ankle throughout the match. What are we doing here? I said that earlier about another match. Again, the booking in AEW is just so fucking dumb. Let's just go on to the next match. And then we had another 8-man tag match, as we had the team of Chris, I'm a Sexual Predator Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Sting and Darby Allin, versus Big Bill, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Konosuke Takeshita. Like I said about the 8-man tag match from earlier, this could have easily been saved for either Dynamite or Collision. Or, if you wanted this match to mean something, why wasn't this just a 4-way tag title match? You literally had Big Bill and Ricky Starks right there, who are, in fact, your AEW World Tag Team Champions. The booking in this company, I am just on my last straw with nothing is making sense. I'm going mad here. But the match itself, this was just sloppy. This was not good at all, actually. Sting, I like you, but I'm glad you're hanging up the boots in, was it February? March? I don't know, whenever Revolution is. Yeah, it's time for you to retire, buddy. But yeah, just a very sloppy match. Not good at all. So yeah. By the way, fuck Chris Jericho. And up next for the TBS Championship, we had Julie Hart defending her title against Abaddon, who I find very strange. And I'm not talking about just her gimmick. For the simple fact that she made her debut a couple years ago, had a couple matches, then disappeared. Came back, disappeared. Came back, disappeared again. Came back recently, and is now having a title match. Very odd. Anyways, the match itself wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It was alright, The ending wasn't that good. Julie Hart, she really needs to work on her moonsault. She pulled a Charlotte Flair where she landed on her feet before, landing on her opponent, which, always looks so bad. So, yeah, like I said, an alright match. And then we had for the TNT Championship, Christian Cage defending his title against Adam Copeland in a no disqualifications match. And this was fun, as expected. They used a lot of weapons, they brawled all over the arena. There was a flaming table spot, although it was botched, which is unfortunate. It's kind of funny how Nick Wayne bounced off the table, but yeah, cool spot nonetheless. And when it comes to the ending, I'm 50-50 on it. I've seen some people say that they hated it, some loved it. I think I'm just tired of the whole Killswitch and Christian partnership. Um, it's kind of predictable at this point. Anytime Killswitch wins something, Christian takes it from him. He treats him like a bitch. It's just the same old stuff. So, um, yeah, I do hope this feud is over, by the way. It was nice for when it lasted, but yeah, I want Adam and Christian to just go their separate ways and do other stuff. But yeah, like I said, fun match. And next up, we had the Continental Classic final between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. And this was good. Although I will say there were a bit too many chops for my liking. And also the finish kind of came out of nowhere. But these two worked their asses off. Very back and forth match. And I am glad that Eddie won. It's a bit ridiculous that there is yet another title in this company. But yeah, glad Eddie won nonetheless. And yeah, like I said, good match. And then we have the main event for the AEW World Championship. MJF defending his title against Samoa Joe. And this was actually a really good match. I'm actually recording this the day after the pay-per-view. And I've been seeing some people saying that this match was like not that good or it was kind of disappointing. I liked it. I thought this match was really well paced, told a good story with MJF's shoulder and how Joe was working on it. It was a bit ridiculous how MJF hit an F5 on Joe. Bit unbelievable. But yeah, anyways, really good match. I liked it. And Joe is indeed your new AEW World Champion, finally. But that's not all. We also had the reveal of the devil, and it was Adam Cole, baby. Which I've known since the start. I mean, it was obvious. I don't know why people were like guessing all these other people like Jack Perry. Really, give me a break. But yeah, I'm all for this. I'm glad Adam Cole's a heel again, and the other people in the group are Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Roger Strong, and Wardlow. Cool. I am disappointed that Kyle O'Reilly didn't show up, or even Bobby Fish. I know he's not with the company anymore, but it would have been cool to have those two there. Could have had a little Undisputed Era reunion, but yeah, anyways, I thought this was a good ending to the pay-per-view. And that will do it for my review of AEW Worlds End 2023. And this show really wasn't that good. The last three matches really carried this pay-per-view, which is a shame because AEW usually puts on, good shows, and, all the matches usually deliver. There's only like one or two duds. But yeah, like the first half of the show was just, ugh, yeah. And the booking is to be blamed. Like, I've already, so what I disliked, and, heading into the new year, things have got to change within this company. And also the stuff with Jericho, that has to be resolved soon, or sooner rather than later. But yeah, overall I give the show like a 5, 4.5. I really don't like it, besides the last three matches, but that will do it for this pay-per-view review. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about AEW Worlds End 2023. Have a happy New Year's, and this has been the ASMR Fanatic signing out.